Yo, bro. Yo, what's up, man? It's just like, God, bro. All right, Trick Williams. The good news is, y'all, what's up, man? I got to say, yo, Sir Smoke a Lot. If I see one more Obafemi vignette, I am literally going to snap. Trick Williams ended Crackdown off great. Nothing, dog. This is 3 hours of trash. Sami Zayn, bro, I promise you, dog. If Sami Zayn goes over on the Royal Rumble, if he wins the title or if he wins the Royal Rumble, I'm snapping. I gotta admit, Trick Williams being booked is great. But I know a lot of people probably like, oh man, Bobby Warsoon, why you not looking hype? Why you not looking this? Why you not looking that? What is there to be hype about? We just seen 3 hours of trash. Nothing but tournament booking. Then the U.S. Open Challenge. I'm happy Leon Slater wasn't at that professional wrestling show they was calling TNA, whatever that was. We're going to cover that. That TNA show was a joke. Literally. It was a joke. Yo, chat, we could put together a wrestling event, and I guarantee we do better numbers than the trash that they did yesterday. Then you got people that's like that's actually mad that people are complaining or people are criticizing the show. It was straight trash truck juice. Shout out to Chris Collins. Shout out to AEW sickos once again. Man, yo, y'all see my tweet when TNA came on? I'm like, yo, bro, this is a hot crowd. Then I'm getting all these tweets and showing like, man, the Crickets showed up to that show too. TNA was trash. But what do you expect, TNA? Not total non-stop action. Titles not allowed in NXT. You've been getting buried since you did the partnership with the Fed. What did you expect? Yo, and if anyone from TNA listening, look, hire your boy Bobby Monsoon. I'll work for free. As far as production or as far as any type of creative, I will work for absolutely free. You pay for my flight there, give me a cheeseburger, and you got me on deck. Let's talk about Crackdown. Let's say what's up with the chat. Yo, bro, shout out Sir Smoke a Lot. As soon as I open the chat, I see Sir Smoke a Lot saying, man, how many Obafemi vignettes we're gonna get? 1, 2, 2,000? I'm to the point where I don't even want to see Obafemi on the main roster anymore. I never seen these many vignettes in my life. His whole career is just going to be a vignette. Just make a movie. Not even a movie, Sir Smoke a Lot. Make a Netflix series with about 10 episodes on it. Well, Bobby Monsoon, they're weighing the debut Obafemi at Royal Rumble. You talking about the Royal Rumble where the stage is made of Legos? They're literally in Saudi Arabia making a Royal Rumble stage full of Legos. Allegedly. You're going to be able to walk past that stadium, and if you God helps, if you fart too much, the building's going to be flying away. I'm going to cross my fingers that whole show. Because if you ask me, they are rolling the dice on a potential disaster waiting to happen. I'm usually trying to have positive energy, but 3 hours, do y'all understand that Crackdown came on a Friday, right? It came on not only 3 hours, a taped 3 hours. 3 hours is already torture. Having it taped is like putting salt in the wound. That's why I wasn't on X like that today, because it's like, I can't even go online because if I watch the spoilers, now that's not even putting salt on the wound. I don't even know what you call with that. Maybe I need to watch Saul or something to see what type of new torture that is. This show is trash, dog. I like how they booking Trick Williams. I ain't gonna lie, I like the boy Kit Wilson. Outside of that, I can't tell you anything that I literally just watched tonight. Let me see what's up with the chat, man. My God. Fearfully confident. TNA gonna be number 2. Matt Hardy. Really? Really, Matt Hardy? You think? I gotta be real. When I'm right, I'm gonna say, damn, I was right. When the chat's right, I'm gonna say the chat was right. When WWE get it right, like what I see what they doing with Trick, you getting it right, I'm gonna call it spade. If it's trash, it's trash. If it's right, it's right. The AEW sickos were right. I was trying to put TNA over. People was telling me, yo, Bobby Moxley, man, the AEW sick was like, are you serious? You're watching AEW. You see what's going on. You gonna say TNA can even come close? I was listening to Eric Bischoff, Matt Hardy. That seems to be a mistake. I hate feeling dumb, man. Yo, Rod, it was poor as F, man. The amount of ads was crazy, too. Yo, Rod, the amount of ads, then they say they're going to chop down the ads. I'm waiting for that one. Oh, I guess that was on Netflix, though. This show is nothing but a 3-hour ad. That's all it is. 3 hours of ads. Man, who else? Rando Mac in the building, man. Is it just me or the ring work? Is it fun to watch? No, it's not Rando Mac. Nothing. We got Chelsea Green versus Jordan Grace. Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa. With Bo Dallas coming out with this stupid ass mask. J Mess, man, what's up, bro? Crackdown is the best show. J Mess, but he spells it with an M-E-S. You my man. But I think you need to go back in the YouTube studio and put M-E-S-S. J Mess, if you think Crackdown was a good show. You misspelled your name wrong. You need 2 S's. Shout out to you, though. You my man, man. My man Des Morris in the building. Des said, man, I hate this product right now. Well, Des, man. We busted up on IG, man. You know Triple H is going to try to make sure you love it. Because he's out, scouting talent. With some melanin in it. We're going to get on that, too. Mr. Paul Levesque wants some melanin in the WWE. Well, he got melanin in the WWE. Trick Williams being booked great. Obafemi has been stuck in Vignette land. Street Profits is getting a fresh creative. What does that mean? I don't know. We're going to bust it up and we're going to figure it out. Veda, what's up? She says, hey, Bobby. Typhoon Bridges, my man. I didn't even... Typhoon. Who is it? Typhoon, my bad. Typhoon has made the best decision of everyone tonight and decided to just skip out on Crackdown. 808 in the building. What's up? Oh, my man Gregory in the building. Tubi says, who's still watching after... Who's still watching after Cena left is crazy, bro. What's up, man? The family. Who else in the building, yo? We got Mellow, Mellow Beats. Good looking for the 5. If you wanted to say something and it didn't go through, just make sure you put in the chat. Yo, moderator, look out for Mellow Beats in case he forgot to say something in the chat. Dara says, good evening, Bobby, in the chat. Didn't catch Crackdown or TNA. God, you with my man. You made a great decision, but was tuning in for the reviews. The reviews just, whatever. If you want a review of Crackdown and TNA, right? You don't even have to click on YouTube. I appreciate you tuning in. Please like, comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. But you don't need to tune in for anybody on YouTube. Just look on the calendar, right? See, my day is maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Just see whatever trash day that you have. Then when you go to take out the trash, right? When you go to collect all the trash, then you put it in your front lawn. That's your review of TNA and Crackdown. Trash truck juice. This is sad, bro. And I'm sorry, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I tuned into TNA. It was a hot crowd. I can't give you a real review. That's why I didn't drop a video on it. I'm not gonna cap. I literally fell asleep after the Hardys match. I'm like, bro, I just been watching wrestling too long. I'm like, something, I couldn't even explain it. I'm like, something isn't connecting with me right now. Then I woke up, it was the morning time. I'm like, my God. So TNA was great for putting you to sleep. Watching TNA debut is like going to the doctor. Oh my God, Rod is wildin'. Wow, Rod is demonic, man. Tyree says I gave 4 months before they go back to 2 hours. Tyree, we need it in 4 seconds, like literally right now. Not even 4. We needed 4 seconds. We needed 4 weeks ago. 2. Oh my God, 2 hours is too much. Crackdown should be literally 30 minutes tops. And we could get it if we did Crackdown in 30 minutes. We could already skip all the filler. We don't need no tournament matches. You should have just did a fatal 4-way of the 4 people that were supposed to be in the match, or whatever you want to do. We don't need Jordan Grace and Chelsea Green. I feel like you do the Kit Williams thing. You show another the 5,000th Obafemi vignette, and great. We need to get on out of here. We don't need Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. This show is trash, dog. I'm sorry, bro. But it's a lot of news to cover tonight. And we got this guy, the top of the news, right? Raise your hand if you remember a certain person saying, oh man, I don't see color. What color's Obafemi? Caucasian? What color is Cody Rhodes? African American? What about Jade Cargill? She's Chinese. Remember that? Now we're getting rumors that the tryouts is looking like the Million Man March. The tryouts is looking like a Black Panther reunion. I'm hearing the tryouts, man. It's more African Americans than the tryouts than an NBA Youngboy concert. That's great. The only thing is we need them to be booked correctly. Hold on, let me see. What's this picture right here? Yo, this is insane. I forgot they did that. But yo, man. Look, somebody said this: just hire good talent. Never cater to those demanded things based on their own made up stories. I mean, I honestly feel like, what's his dude name? Paul Levesque. You could hire, I don't know if this is true or not, but let's just say it is, hypothetically, allegedly, and we're going off the reports. If you're hiring black talent, we just book them right. For me, to be honest, dog, I love to see. You can see what Trick Williams. I can't even say Obafemi now, because you have talent there. So you want to hire talent when you got somebody like Montez Ford just sitting there waiting to see what's going on. But you need more. Worry about who you have on the roster. Come on, bro. You got the Street Profits. You got a tag team that could be tag team champions. But you know what they'll rather do with the tag team titles? They'll rather do this. You'll rather do this. The tag team division on Smackdown is an absolute joke. When have you seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, Bobby Monsoon, what does that sound like? The dumbass Smackdown song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 against 5 for the tag team championships. But we got a new fresh, we need a creative reset for the the Discreet Profits. And if you didn't see my video, I keep confusing the Street and the Discreet Profits because they're getting cut away like a bad secret. They've been getting kept away like a bad secret. This makes me so frustrated. It's hard to talk. Montez Ford. Maybe I need to stop saying Montez Ford my second favorite wrestler. Maybe I need to stop saying Street Profits my favorite tag team. WWE, if you're listening, I hate the Street Profits. I hate the Street Profits. Let's see if we'll get them booked. This is what we're doing with the tag team titles while we got the Street Profits collecting dust. You have talent on your roster already that needs to be catered to. We could bring in a whole slave ship of black people, but if we're gonna have them sitting on the shelf, what does it matter? It almost seems like, this is the beginning of the year, right, chat? It almost seems like a tax write-off. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. But before we even get to this, right? Before we even get to this, man, it's just so much, man, that's going on. Can somebody, do we got any people in TNA in the chat? Is there anyone that can explain this? I thought it was a hot crowd. I'm hearing it. I'm like, this is like, I literally, you could sell, like, I could literally sell tickets to y'all, right? I could sell tickets to anybody, right? I could sell an empty arena. Just come on in and look at a wrestling ring and get more people in that section right there. I thought the crickets was loud overseas. My God. This seems like 100,000 crickets just came in the building. They flew from overseas right into Texas and sold it out. This is embarrassing, dog. I don't care. When you're TNA and you've been on television and you've been on this certain level, there is no excuse for this. And I hear people like Moose is like, man, people online complaining. We cannot see something like this and just turn a blind eye to it. You could literally, this is great though if you look at it. Moose, man, think about it. Y'all ever been on a plane and you in the row, then nobody else is on there, so you got the row to yourself? You could just literally kick your feet up at a TNA show, lean your seat back, and invite your whole family. You can invite everybody at this TNA show. You can have a damn family reunion here. This is what TNA get for going into that partnership with WWE that is doing absolutely nothing. The best talent TNA have, if you ask me, is Leon Slater. You will want to have Leon Slater on your AMC show, but he's too busy making WWE look good. Him and Carmelo Hayes had a fire match. So nobody's complaining that Leon Slater is yeah, man. That Leon Slater is having a good fight with Carmelo Hayes in WWE, because I feel like that's where he should probably be. Even the booking is trash. But you would want Leon Slater at a show like this to at least bring a little bit excitement. My man Dez with the $5 said Levesque only made Smackdown 3 hours to get an extra hour of sleep in Gorilla. He's ruining our product. Sunday Night Heat. Damn! Dez said Sunday Night Heat was... Yo, do y'all remember Sunday Night Heat? Yo, he said Sunday Night Heat was better than this. Yo, Sunday Night Heat used to be fire, and that's a fact. Yo, this is the type of matches we used to get on Sunday Night Heat. Remember Owen Hart versus Steve Blackman, Dan Severn as the referee in a Lions Den match. Road Dogg Jesse James. Oh, you didn't know? Well, you better call somebody else to book the Crackdown show, because you suck, Road Dogg. But Sunday Night Heat was fire, man. Yo, Dez, you right, bro. Sunday Night Heat, Val Venus, Bob Holly versus the who's his team? The New Age Outlaws, man. You right, bro. Sunday Night Heat used to be fire, man. Damn, Jay Mess at AEW. Yo, my man Chris Collins in the building, bro. What indies? What's up, bro? We got Kid Fury TV went to AEW on Wednesday, better than WWE tonight. Yo, Kid Fury, yeah, and AEW, that was a light show too. AEW, that was a light show, and my God, bro, that Darby Allin versus Pac alone was better than the whole Crackdown for 3 hours, man. It's sick, man. Let me see. Sunday Night Heat was way better than these clown shows. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. Billy, what's up? Billy asked me where the BBW's at. Unfortunately, I don't know. They're entertaining somebody else because I have no life, because I'm sitting here watching Crackdown on a Friday night. It's just sad, man. It's sad, dog. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what, like, I think Trick Williams is being booked good, but I don't know why. I don't understand. I think he needs to stay away from Damian Priest, man. If Damian Priest beats Trick Williams, that is gonna make me highly upset. So far they've been doing perfect. I'm expecting Trick Williams to beat Damian Priest. But this is the thing, yo, it's stuff like this on Crackdown. Like, why is this? There is not a soul in the world that thinks Fraxium should be on TV over the Street Profits. This is corny. This is corny, bro. This is corny. Fraxium has no heat. Trashium. Fraxium, but not Frax. Fraxium, because their creative is fractured. There's no type. Can anyone in the chat tell me what storyline does these two have? Because this is the stuff you do when you have no other storyline going on. Why are you even why did you post this, bro? Oh, they're recreating the Spider-Man meme. Oh, they're recreating the Spider-Man meme. This team, if you ask me, dog, this team should still be at NXT. Not because they're cool in ring, but you have no story. So you putting a team on TV with no story over the Street Profits breaking up. You could have stretched that out like Stretch Armstrong. You could have stretched that out 18 months. But instead, we got Fraxium recreating a meme. Shit is corny, bro. I hate this show, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, Maximum Carnage, Tony Khan didn't even try to really book that. I would take the worst segment on Maximum Carnage over damn near everything on this show. This is corny. Oh my God, bro. Like, this is trash, dog. I mean, let me see what else is. Oh my god. Triple GPT in the building with the $5, man. He says Smackdown. He says Smackdown had a decade today. Powerhouse Hobbs NXT debut soon. Trick has more aura than MGF. TNA also proved the third best show of the week. Yo, this dude is crazy, dog. No, shout out Triple GPT, but my God, bro, like, come on, man. TNA the third best show. I think that was a typo from Triple GPT. You gotta forgive him. He forgot to type the 0 after the 3. TNA is the 30th best show. We gotta put like 20. We gotta put about 27 other wrestling promotions over TNA, if you ask me, man. What a way to. Huh. This is what they were doing in TNA, y'all. If you didn't know, this is what they were doing.
3 minutes.
The guy, I don't even know who this is, but he was doing this for 5 minutes. Imagine you actually buying a ticket to this show. You actually was stuck in the TNA, and you had to watch this. A guy, like, can you explain what's going on? What is this guy's character? This is not even funny. I can't even find any jokes to say about this. This is not even funny. You're performing in front of a bunch of seats. He's performing literally in front of a bunch of empty seats.
Guys.
This is crazy, Sassy Birdman. What's the sound? Yo, there was sound. Hold on. Let me see, bro. I didn't even have my headphones on. There was sound to that? Like, what could? Nah, it was slow motion. It couldn't have been sound. Let me see. Oh, my bad. Yo, I didn't even know that sound was playing. Yo, yeah. Dog. It ain't no sound to that, bro. My God, man, it's just that's how bad it is, man. Seriously, dog. I don't even look. Yo, look at this. What I got? What am I supposed to talk about? Oh, Bobby, talk about the women's tag team championship #1 contenders match. You're excited about that, right? Triple GPT. Why is your algorithm programmed to bury Julia? She lost the title, did nothing with it. Then she won the title, and now she's a tag team champion. Or she's going for the tag team titles. Dog, this is trash. This is like what Lash Legend is doing the best she can to try to go over with this horrible creative. Kiana James is supposed to be a manager. She's a manager / wrestler. The United States champion is going for the tag team titles. Oh, this sounds familiar. You ever heard of Willow Nightingale? There is not one chance in hell anyone thinks any of these 3 teams is going to beat Rhea Ripley and Io Sky with the overbooking they've been doing with them. So why are we doing this? Like, come on. This is nothing but filler, dog. Like, oh my God, man. The women's tag team division is so bad, dog. TNA management sucks. Yeah, dog. Like, somebody said Royal Slumber. That's crazy. Trash style strikes again. Dog, like, yeah, it's literally nothing to talk about, dog. Like, this is what we're dealing with. Like, what? Oh, we're still doing this. Uncle Howdy is still doing this. But at least he got something unique going on. This is the first guy. He's white, so he got his Bo Dallas hair, which is some slick, you know what I mean, long black hair. Then he's channeling his inner Bob Marley with the locks in the front. This character looks like a complete idiot. I'm sorry. There is no heat with Uncle Howdy. You should just be Bo Dallas. You'll get over 100 times more. Drop the stupid mask. Drop the character. Be Bo Dallas. The vignettes are 100 times better than everything you're doing with this mask on. It's not working. God, this sucks. Dog, Solo Sikoa, he was better off just being an enforcer for the bloodline, dog. Botched Booker said Collision about to be trashed too. It's like, it's hard for me to believe. I don't even like Collision like that. It's hard for me to believe Collision could be worse than this. I'd rather see a tape Collision, Powerhouse Hobbs last match, instead of this. Solo Sikoa could be doing so much more, dog. Oh my God, man. Oh, he has the lantern. Oh, that's a bad picture. But he has the lantern. It's like, who cares, dude? Like, okay, you took his lantern that does nothing anyway. Dog, my God, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, yo. At least we're gonna switch on to something at least okay. I don't know how anybody else feel about this. Kit Williams is a star, bro. That song is gonna have him over. You know how much this dude's a star? I'm gonna tell you how you know he's over. Look what WWE did, dog. Hold on. Look what WWE did. It's almost unbelievable they did this. Oh, hold on, no, it's actually on WWE Music. Look what WWE did. They got Kit Williams' song going on for 4 hours. Oh, no, that's not even the one. They got a 4-hour marathon of this dude's song. Where's it at? Damn, where's it at? Hold on. Kit Wilson, 4 hour. I just seen it. Oh, no, here it go. This is legit. They got him a 4-hour loop on WWE main channel. And I'm telling you this right now. This is how you could kind of see. You could see on the analytics. Trust me, I seen it. As soon as I heard the song, remember I said it. I'm like, that song is going to put him over. Not only that, it's something about his character, dog, that it's like, first I'm like, that toxic stuff is corny, but then you hear the song. Then you see the Titantron. Then you actually see him doing the Val Venus thing. It's just like, for some reason, you can't even put a figure on it. This is going to be over. Then they could see the end. Oh, they did a 4-hour loop of a man's song, and it has 141,000 views in one day. This dude is over. A 4-hour loop, 141,000 views in one day. I told y'all he's gonna be over. This is natural. You can see it. It's sometimes people just have the it factor. Sometimes the stars align for you, dog. And that's why whatever you're doing in life, you just gotta do it, dog. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Who would have knew the cards was in for that guy like that? He was in a tag team. His tag team partner got hurt. We'll review that. His tag team partner got hurt with a neck situation that left him completely. He could have been completely shelved, sent back to NXT, or even released. He somehow comes up with a song, brings it to creative. It goes over with creative. He drops it, debuts it. It goes over. Now the internet, it catches steam. And somehow, somebody in Smackdown creative, somebody has jumped on board that actually has sense. I don't know who it is. I wouldn't say it's Paul Levesque. He's not even there. So somebody there has actually have creative, because they're doing good things with Trick Williams, and now they got Kit Wilson, and they're not having them job out. They're having them look kind of strong, but get beat up here and there. It's just like sometimes the stars will align for you, and it seems like Kit Wilson, the stars, is aligning for this guy. I'm interested to see where this gonna go, man. Don't be surprised if he beat Carmelo Hayes at a certain point. Triple GPT says Julia's cooked, but what about Kit Wilson? Yeah, Triple GPT, your props are working on that one. Oh, what you got booked for Kit Williams, man? It's coming through solid for that one, man. Jolie with the $5. I don't understand that. Why not just have Julia defend her title instead of throw her in a tag team? Bad book is Solo and Uncle Howdy are boring. So boring, bro. So boring, man. Seriously, dog. Hold on, let me see what else we got. Gregory, yes, Triple GPT. Paul Levesque gonna say Kit Wilson, it's a great beyond with LA Knight. We're gonna see. We're gonna, because they believe it in him. A 4-hour loop of a song. We might see this song chart. And Def Rebel created it. So I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Shout out Def Rebel. Like they got one. I guess a broke clock is right at least twice a day, right? Kit Wilson over, man. So shout out to Kit Wilson. Even having these two interact a little bit is good, man. It just has to be consistent. It has to not be boring, and we'll see what happens with that, man. Let me see what else, man. Randy Orton. Randy Orton is going to win the Fatal 4-Way. It's seeming like Randy Orton gonna win the Fatal 4-Way, right? He's going to go on, he wins the Fatal 4-Way, then he's going to go on to face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble with the Lego Stadium. Hold on, man. I got to show y'all this. This is just wild, bro. Hold on. Royal Rumble. Construction. It's like, dog. We talked about this before. Oh yeah, hold on. I got it for y'all. They got a sneak peek of what the Royal Rumble's gonna look like, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. We're gonna see a Royal Rumble. Half the crowd gonna be construction workers still working on a damn stadium. We're gonna see a Royal Rumble. We're gonna see forklifts, trucks. Maybe the wrestlers just come out in a forklift. Remember back in the day, the wrestlers came out in that small ring. I think it was WrestleMania, maybe 3. They coming out in a forklift rather in the Royal Rumble. 3, 2, 1. Chris Jericho comes out in a forklift. Yay! Front row, Bob the Builder. Handyman Dan. This is a joke. Yo, for the life of me, I don't hear this being talked about. Why would you wait literally a month before the biggest event of the year so far to build a stadium? Like, I don't care. You mean to tell, do we have any construction workers or people in the building? How can you mean it's, if you've been in real estate, right? I got a tiny bit of real estate experience, right? Not that much, but I got a few family members that's deep in the real estate game. You can't even get a permit fast enough for a 2-bedroom, a duplex. To get a permit for a duplex is harder than to get a whole stadium, thousands and thousands of people. You got the permit in 48 hours? yo, bro, if we got any real estate people in the building, am I bugging? You built a stadium that's going to hold all these people that fast. They broke a record, y'all. Man, we living in a different world, man. Hold on, man. It's a different world, y'all. It's a different world, y'all. I knew the 3D printer could do a lot. You could print a Switch with them. You could print a lot. It seems like they printed the Royal Rumble Stadium with a 3D printer. Man, technology has came a long way, haven't it, y'all? This stadium is built with full of Legos. If you go in, great. Have fun using the porta potty. It will hold 30,000 fans. This is the greatest Lego construction you've ever seen. 30,000 people. There is look at how they're holding up the seats. They're using tree branches. What is this? 30,000 people in less than 30 days? Where's the entrance gonna be at? Yo, I promise you, this better go smooth, y'all. 30. Yo, what's up, Dre? CA in the building. Just imagine Julia on Raw with actual stars like Steph. Yeah, Julia should be on Raw. Wow. Hey, Buzz, my man Buzz said it, not me. He said you could get stuff done quicker when you don't have to worry about stupid things like safety practices. Damn. Mark my words, and I'm happy this is on live. If somebody so much gets a splinter in this building, as far as the talent, if somebody gets a splinter in this building, bro, we're gonna have, it's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation. For the life of me, I do not understand why they rushing to build a building to hold 30,000 people for one of your biggest events. For the life of me, I can't even begin to understand this. Like I said, I'm not no architect. I'm not no construction guy. I do not understand, dog. Just like WrestleMania 9. Yeah, but this is the thing about WrestleMania 9. We're talking about Caesar's Palace. WrestleMania 9 had how many people? Was it even... Hold on, let me see, bro. How many people was in WrestleMania 9? How many... Okay. We got 16,000 people in WrestleMania 9. WrestleMania 9, I'm pretty sure they started to build that longer than 30 days. Yeah, man. And like you said, that wasn't even perfect. Now you got double that. And now WrestleMania 9, they actually use like bricks, steel beams. They're using Legos. So we'll see how this turned out. My man OZ in the building had to stop by to see what straws you've been grasping at. And when bread comes, you'll be feasted on, my friend. Looks like... Look like it's Kit Wilson this week. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, OZ. I can't even argue with you today, man. I can't even argue with you with that one, man. It's Kit Williams and Trick Williams. It's definitely a struggle, man. Damn, OZ also says unethical trash. Yo, Gregory, what's up, bro? His bro said WWE buried in the desert. That is crazy, man. This is gonna be, oh man, I'm gonna just be crossing my fingers for this one, cause man, Oh my God, the bad press this would do. And you know what's crazy? When you're old enough and you see certain things happen, we seen like disasters happen. You know what I mean? So it's just like some things you could just see, like, ooh man, I hope this goes the right way, because if it doesn't, man. Now look at this. Look how, like, OZ. See, when OZ says grasping at straws, he's making his jokes at me to say what breadcrumbs do you have? This is what he's talking about. Trick Williams a star, but who really thinks gonna win this fatal four-way match? Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, or Randy Orton? Once again, with the exclusion of Trick Williams, because we need to give him time to grow. We need to give him time. He just got to the main roster about an hour ago. These two people, it looks like they shouldn't even be in this match. They should have just had Trick Williams versus Randy Orton, and even we all would have knew Randy Orton would have won. That would have looked more appealing than a fatal four-way, a Saturday night's lame event. That's just like, I don't even understand. Oh my God. If Sami Zayn wins this, I'm snapping, dog. If Sami Zayn wins this, I'm gonna be snapping, bro. Trick is here to take the pin. Nah, I don't think Trick gonna take the pin. I think actually you protecting Trick by having him in a four-way joint. You Damian Priest loses to Trick Williams next week. You protect Trick in this four-way match, and I think they just booking it on the fly, if you ask me, from there. But so far, Trick has been protected. C8 says Trick, Leon, Mello, Profits, Hobbs, Jade, Bianca. Friday Night Blackdown. Yo, did y'all hear about Powerhouse Hobbs? I'm here. He doesn't have a non-compete clause. So Chris Collins, I wonder, bro, or Sir Smoke-a-Lot, Gregory, if Hobbs don't have a non-compete clause, then what? I don't understand how. I mean, I guess WWE, the big dog, they're gonna get away with damn near murder, but that's kind of. I think people need to talk about that a little bit more. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan could have easily put Trick Williams in a 90-day non-compete clause. You know what I mean? Like, not Trick Williams, Powerhouse Hobbs. He don't have a non-compete clause at all, which means he could show up at the Rumble. Powerhouse Hobbs show up at the Rumble. That's gonna be crazy. Mr. Bowie, Wowie, Dre in the building. Hobbs going to evolve. bro. He better not, man. Hobbs better not, dog. Let me see, man. I'm declaring myself for the Royal Rumble. We don't care, Cody. We don't care. All we know is you better not even come close to winning this Royal Rumble. Cody needs to go in a whole new direction. Cody needs to just, if I will try to build a feud with Obafemi, you need to put another star over. Just get out the title picture, dog. It's just not. No, bro. I'd rather see Randy Orton go into WrestleMania as champion than Cody Rhodes, dog. Like, it's just, or maybe Jacob Fatu. Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu. Build that up. WrestleMania, you got Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu. That would do great things for Jacob. Cody Rhodes needs to focus on building other talent up to go over. He finished the story. After that, the story has become a nightmare. No pun intended. It's over, Cody. No, it's not even over. You're just in a different role now. Yo, what if Cody was the one to knock out, what's the name, Teeth? That would have been crazy, but I think Drew already said he did it. Bobby, for the last time. The Archer in the building. Non-competes are for fired talent, not expired. Yo. Is that true, Archer? I know you're putting the laughing emojis, but I'm trying to think of an instance where that didn't happen, where a non-compete clause happened for expired talent. I can't really remember. OZ said just saw Charlotte chops. How do you watch this? Nah. Charlotte Fire is just, this is the worst version of Charlotte, man. But yeah, man, Dr. Libations, he's joining the Royal Rumble, and let's see how he does in the Lego arena. Let me see what else we got. Oh, they're already fighting at Saturday night's lame event? Oh my God, they're just throwing anything together now, dog. Now I guess we have to have this match for until WrestleMania if it happens. Jacob Fatu need to win. I didn't even know they was even fighting, man. Yo, Mad Dog is crazy. AEW does not do not compete clause. Chris Collins, you sure? You might be right, because think about it. Cody didn't have one. I don't remember if Jade had one. Now it's saying Powerhouse Hobbs don't have one. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. RX. Yo, what's up, RX? My man Nike fan in the building. That could have been a WrestleMania match. Now, that's a fact, Nike. Yo, RX. Yeah, Jacob got to win this. Cody is not going to hurt Cody to lose. He already beat Obafemi. Jacob been going for a while. He got some new teeth. He needs to win this, dog. Jacob Fatu needs to win this. It doesn't need to be no dumb disqualification, no double disqualification. Jacob needs to go over. Jacob needs to look strong. Cody needs to be putting that guy over, man. Seriously, dog. I just wish it was a stipulation. Just a regular match is just like, okay, man. Let's see. Ray Phoenix had to wait on his contract, but that was due to injury. They probably did Tony Khan bad in the end. Yeah. Felicia in the building. What's up, yo? No storylines, no number one contender matches. What's the point of most of these matches? Just straight filler, Felicia. This is straight filler, dog. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. Bobby turns heel at Royal Crumble. Yo, that is crazy. Yo, Gregory said Royal Crumble. That's kind of, that's kind of funny, yeah. I don't trust Triple K's booking. They buried Ray Phoenix bad, dog. Whatever happened to Ray Phoenix? Is he even on a show? He didn't even have a segment in the show. Didn't even fly out to London. Ray Phoenix and Penta will make much more sense than this stupid Wyatt stuff we're doing, man. Yeah, dog. This is sad, man. Hold. I don't know how long. What is Obafemi about to reinvent himself into a damn karate character? Is this Obafemi or Jackie Chan, y'all? Dog, Obafemi. It's like, bro, when are you debuting? How many times are we going to do this? What does this even mean? Dog. I'm telling y'all right now, Obafemi better debut yesterday. Like yesterday. The day before that. Then the day before that. This is sad, dog. Like, I'm so sick of. First, it was cool. The second week, it was cool. The third week, it was cool. The fourth week, it's like, okay. Fifth week, okay. Sixth week, like, what are we doing? He already debuted, you idiots, at Saturday Night's Lame Event. He had the match. The jig is up. Crackdown could have desperately used Obafemi and a Jacob Fatu. Obafemi, bro. Where is this joint at, dog? I can't even find it, bro. Here we go. Damn, I can't even. Where's that fatal four-way joint at? Wouldn't it look way better? Oh, I understand Sami Zayn. He's over in Saudi Arabia, even though he looks like he's the last person that should be in this picture. Obafemi could have easily been in this, and it just changes the dynamic. Damian Priest is not. He's just not booked in a way to where it's zero chance he has of doing anything in this match. Obafemi, Trick, Randy Orton, throw Sami Zayn in there. Okay, great. I don't know what they're doing with Oba, man, but my God, the never-ending Oba Mahan. Oh yeah. The vignettes like the bull, 1,000 vignettes. It's just like, dog. Oh my God. Oh wow. Yo, look what they did. Wow. This is wild. And this is what's happening, y'all. It's slowly happening. Obafemi needs to debut yesterday. He needs to debut yesterday, dog. Seriously, man. Yo, that was hilarious, yo. Yeah, Obama. Like, wow. Like, come on, bro. Come on. When he debut, he better be doing something impactful. He better be going after somebody impactful. I don't want to see him debut in a U.S. Open Challenge. I want to see him debut on Raw and be in some type of big storyline. God, if I see another video, I'm going to snap, bro. Yo, happy Friday. The Guardian in the building, bro. Triple GPC says that you, dog. Can I ask when the last time there was a good SmackDown or Raw back to back? Oh my God, that's a question that I don't think anyone can answer, to be honest, bro. A good Crackdown and Raw back to back? Nah, one is definitely gonna suck, bro. Seriously, man. Let me see what else. Let me see what else we got. The Fuller House and TNA. Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, the same Cloud Posse joint. Let me see what else we got. Oh yeah. We got Eric Bischoff. Remember Eric Bischoff? This is what I like Eric Bischoff, bro. He keep it real. People can say what you want about Eric Bischoff, but he gonna keep it 1,000, man. Let's see what he says. Cause remember what Eric Bischoff said, y'all. Eric Bischoff said, man, TNA is gonna be above AEW. They're gonna be the second show. You know what I mean? It's going to be WWE, then TNA, then AEW. But he kept it real in this video. I'm going to let y'all know what he said, man.
Who's directing their show. All of them have some.
Hold on, let me see it.
The format itself was just really not very well. It wasn't well produced.
Oh, shit.
I don't know who's writing their show, who's producing their show, who's directing their show. All of them have some work to do. You know, director, whoever decided to post those celebrities in the one corner of the building where there were no freaking people. There were people everywhere else around that building. Cameras caught it. But for some reason, they wanted to showcase the celebrities to get a little bit of that mainstream rub, which I dig. Get what you can get when you can get it. But they put those guys, they look like jabronis. So, had a shot of Eric Young. For what reason, I don't know. But Eric Young looked like some guy that walked in off the street, snuck in, and grabbed the first chair he could, sitting by himself, looking around, hoping nobody caught him. I mean,
so they had celebrities at the TNA show, and whoever was the genius decided to plant the celebrities right in the big open space. They had more people at the Royal Rumble construction than that TNA show right there in that space. They had a big open space. And that's where you put the celebrities in. The creative direction. And, yo, that was a bad, yo.
What was that? And it's little things like that. Television is nothing but the little details laid out in a way that captures the audience's imagination and holds on to it. these shots, the way the director called them, the ring looks like you could fit it in my kitchen. I don't know how big that ring is, but on camera it looked like it was 16, and not even a 16. It might have been a 16 by 16, right? The overhead shot that they used made it look like a postage stamp. I would.
Yeah, they had YouTube influencers there too. Yo, bro, TNA, man, that was a bad joint, and because TNA has been doing such a good job. TNA has been booking cool shows. I mean, they had some type of momentum. And that was a bad joint, man. That was a bad joint. Even Bully Ray saying it. Bully Ray says TNA missed a huge shot to boost the AMC debut. Now after this, they're doing tape shows. Nobody's going to watch this tape show. Nobody. Like, look at this. This is sad. If I knew it was like this, I probably would have went, bro. Just to be like, yo, you can just sit right there anywhere. That's kind of dope. I could have got some free promotion. Put some of the Bobby Monsoon tees right up. You got free promotion on the AMC joint. This was a live show, which means the tape shows are about to be 100 times worse. Yeah, TNA don't got to worry about AEW. They don't got to worry about nothing else because they're done. Oh yeah, look how it look on the walkout, yo. Look at that, dog. How you have half the building, half and half? That's the next TNA thing. They need to. The next TNA event need to be. Hold on, y'all ever see this? Hold on, man. I got an idea for the next TNA event. Y'all ever had one of these, man? Half and half. The next TNA event, we're going to do half and half. Half the crowd there, half of them isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of fire if you look at half and half lemonade for the next TNA pay-per-view. You got Road for Glory, you got Slammiversary, and half. What else is half and half, man? That makes me think maybe that's some coffee. Some people like their coffee half and half. This is sad. This is sad, bro. Look at that. This is the Hardy Boys. Been at WrestleManias. Been at sold out venues. There's more people in a gym at an indie show than this. Yeah, man. TNA got a lot of work to do, y'all, and they been had a lot of work to do, but yeah, it's a lot. Chris Collins, Harley need to retire. They ruining their legacy. Yeah, then did you hear what's the name say? What'd he say? Jeff Hardy said his dream match would be Roman Reigns. Jeff Hardy, you need to play NBA 2K26. If your dream match is gonna be Roman Reigns, bro. Yo, dog, Randall Mack is wild. He said total nonstop absentees. Felicia says usually the Hardy Boys can fill seats. It's so sad and disrespectful to them in their careers. Yo, I would love the. I know they get mad when people criticize them. I don't understand, but yo, I would love to really just sit down with some of the creative people in TNA because they're right there. It's like this is bad, but I feel like they have the talent and they have the fan base. It's just they're right there. Like Eric Bischoff said, it'd be the small details that mess everything up. For one thing, why would you do a partnership with WWE, right? Hold on. You know why this partnership? The only reason you do this partnership is only one reason, yo. The only reason you do a WWE and TNA partnership is, all right, if WWE is going to bury all the TNA talent with NXT talent, that'd be okay. But if you're listening and you're from TNA, listen to me very closely. You have one job, and that is to copy the production as best as you can from a WWE product. WWE product sucks. But the one thing that no one is ever going to debate about is their presentation. Their presentation is second to none, and they've been doing it for a very, very, very long time. If you're going to get anything out this partnership, is people from TNA going to them WWE events, talking to people like Lee Fitting, trying to get in contact with people like Kevin Dunn, all the producers that nobody really knows, the people in the truck, the lighting, the setting, the aesthetics, the cameraman. Even when, somebody just brought up Charlotte Flair chops. I think it was OZ. He brought up Charlotte Flair chops. Even when botches and weird stuff happen, they got the cameraman and he'll shake sometimes. They know the little tricks that just make bad stuff go over good on TV. Production. If you're gonna do a partnership with WWE, production needs to be your main thing. Because soon as the presentation is off, no one wants to hear anything else. If the presentation is off, nobody wants to go to a cheap product. Dog, nobody has money like that. A lot of people still suffering off of Christmas and the holidays. It's the beginning of the year. If we're going to spend our money to a show, the least you could do is make it look good. Don't make me look like an idiot when I come to the show and the ring is about the size as a California king-size bed. No, damn near no pyro. If somebody knows anybody from TNA, just give them some sound advice. Don't even worry about creative. Don't worry about storyline. I know it's opposite to everything I'm preaching. This is specifically for TNA. You need to focus on production and presentation, because you can have the greatest storyline ever. If it looks like trash, it's trash. Felicia's right, dog. Like, they're killing their legacy. TNA was dead the moment they fired Scott D'Amore. Damn. That's crazy. WWE will buy AEW soon. Nah, no way. Nah, no way. Yo, oh my God. Gregory said they had firecracker. Yo, that is insane, bro. But yeah, man, it's just bad. Damn, it looks bad. And if y'all knew the tickets was gonna look bad from there, dog, I'm giving out tickets. I'm doing whatever possible to try to avoid that, dog. Let me see what else we got, man. Oh yeah, let's go back to let me holler at the chat real quick, man. What does a creative reset mean, y'all? Because I've been trying to figure this out. A creative reset. So what does a creative reset means? How long does a creative reset takes? It's been damn near 4, 5, 6 months. It seems like it's been half a year that we've seen the Street Profits. It's just like, dog, what does a creative reset means, man? They get fired. The Hardy Boys always had pyro in their entrances, and they didn't even get that at TNA. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. They did do it bad, Felicia. Chris Collins not on TV. Montez needs to go solo. What's his face tag partner? Ain't it? Dawkins. Angelo fire, bro. It's just, you never get to see his real potential because they're not being booked. Montez Ford should have went solo years ago. Years ago, he should have at least tried a solo run. but they're still on the roster. People thought they were leaving. They're not leaving. They need to allow them to freshen up. Like, what? They was just getting over with this thing, too. It's not even just getting over, but the more and more I was seeing people do this thing, Montez Ford was trying to get this thing over that's kind of like the yeet thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm seeing more and more people do it. Now it's just completely out the water. Now it's just like Montez has to think of something else now because it's like, that's dead. It's just like, come on, man. The street jobbers, would it matter solo or not? Damn. And I've been saying this all the time, man. Montez is such a star, man. It's just, oh my God, man. Montez is such a star, bro. It's a travesty for him not to be on the joint, man. A lot of people think we're gonna be seeing Chris Jericho at the Royal Rumble, the Royal Crumble. You know, the stadium that's built with 4 Legos. A lot of people think we're gonna be seeing Chris Jericho there. Unfortunately, it won't be happening. Chris Jericho's still on AEW roster. If you ask me, I have no complaints with that. Chris Jericho, see how they did Cody Rhodes? You think he wants to go through that? I don't think so. But man, damn, that whole remember that whole, this is how fast wrestling moves. We was just talking about Chris Jericho could be coming back. Chris Jericho this, Chris Jericho the Raw premiere. Now it seems like such a distant memory. We see this and it's just like, all right, it's okay. The buzz and hype for Chris Jericho to return to WWE is completely dying out at a rapid pace. We want the smoke. We want the smoke. Yeah, like I said, you want this. You gotta watch what you put in the universe. You want the smoke, and what happened? They got smoked. Jericho helped put AEW on the map. He ain't going nowhere. Damn. I heard he got heat with AEW though. Hold on. Yeah, I heard Jericho had heat with AEW, but okay, hold on. We actually got some news, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, man. Let me see, man. We actually got something going on, man. They actually hold on. They actually sent us the okay. All right, we got it. So they actually got the picture of what the stadium should look like. Now look, they're saying that this is they got a mock picture of what the stadium is look like. Now this is a football stadium that I'm about to show y'all, but this is kind of like what the stadium should look like when they're all done. January 31st, you're gonna see the Guinness Book of World Records, the greatest Lego collection of a stadium you'll ever see. This gonna be one for the ages. I guess this is what the Royal Rumble is gonna look like, y'all. The fastest, the record-building stadium. Wonder why Chris Jericho didn't want to show up to this. Yo, this is crazy. Riyadh. In a building. You got the crypto arena. You got Wells Fargo. Now you got the first stadium. We're going to call it Legoland. Man. This is crazy, dog. Like this is literally looks like the construction of Royal Rumble. Piece by piece. Yo, this is crazy, dog. Everything is awesome. That's like 10,000 pieces. It'll be mid-February. Oh my God. Yeah, Felicia. Chris Jericho, he doesn't want the John Cena experience, or he doesn't want to be, yeah, man. You can't have no pyro in this stadium January 1st. None. This is crazy. I still can't get over that, man. For real. Jericho should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a fact. The problem with creative is Triple K doesn't want to fire Road Dogg. Yeah, I mean, it's a bigger problem than Road Dogg, man. They're going to have that Lego logo in the middle. Oh, yeah, brought to you by, yo, that's a fact. Brought to you by Legos itself. Yo, this is crazy. I can't get over that stadium, man. It's just, oh my God, man. Hold on, let me see if they got a wrestling ring. Oh, here we go, y'all. All right, so this is, I'm guessing this is how the ring will be built. This is sad, man. Seriously, dog. I cannot believe we're doing this. I kind of can't wait for Royal Rumble. I really want to see how this is about to turn out. Now I'm expecting. I'm actually for the wrestler's sake. I'm actually, you know what I mean. I'm actually on the side of hoping everything is good, but who knows? When you start getting greedy, when you start acting like, when you start getting greedy, you start rushing. All money ain't good money, man. So let's just hope everything's gonna be just fine. Hold on, HBO Max will be available in our. Oh, yeah. Chris Collins showed me HBO Max joint. Oh yeah, so that means what's the name could be going global. Damn, what are they called? AEW could be going global. Now we have another superstar. Other than the Street Profits, I could kind of understand the Street Profits, right? Oh, they're not that over, or whatever anybody thinks. Even though that's my favorite team. Can anyone explain this one to me though? Does anyone even remember who this is? They're treating AJ Lee like Roman Reigns. They're treating AJ. We got Brock Lesnar more times last year than AJ Lee. AJ Lee came back, done absolutely nothing. Not one singles match. Does anybody know who this is? She's been a top seller on all the milk cartons. It don't matter what type of milk you get, 2%, fat-free, almond milk, oat milk. She's been on all the milk cartons. They've been selling out. They still can't find this woman. AJ Lee has disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't even think CM Punk knows where she is at this point. Royal Rumble season's ahead of us. No AJ Lee? Punk, I'm guessing everything's great, right? You would think, right? Let me tell y'all this. I'm not saying I even want to see this, but I'd rather see Julia versus AJ Lee than Julia in a tag team for a number one contender. I feel like Julia and AJ Lee, they could be doing something here and there. Why do we even do this in the first place? Oh, the King of Pops! The Smooth Criminal! Bad! Thriller! Moonwalking with his booking! Billie Jean! Like Vince Russo used to call him the King of Pops. That's all this was for. Then you threw in the War Games for nothing. We haven't seen this woman since War Games. We'll see John Cena again before we see AJ Lee we'll see John Cena in a singles match before we see AJ Lee again. in a singles match. She'll be at the she'll do the Royal Rumble. She'll do an 8-woman tag match. She'll do a battle royal. Why did we even do this in the first place? I have no idea, y'all. Yo, Jose is wild. He said AJ leaving. Yo, that was fire, dog. Yo, that was hard. AJ leaving? That was hard, Jose. Oh, man, that was hard, bro. AJ leaving? That was hard. AJ Lee is pregnant. Damn, if she is, I think we would have heard about that, but that would be what's up, though. You know, I be talking crap about CM Punk, but I be trolling, but like if CM Punk and AJ Lee had a baby, I think that would be a beautiful thing, man. Especially CM Punk lost his dog or whatever. I know that affected him and his family. So if they was actually bringing a baby in, I will. Yeah, man, that'd be nice if that was true, David. But I don't think it's true. Felicia said, "Why bring her back if she wasn't going to show up or have a storyline?" Like she did with Paige or Kane. Yeah, she has nothing. And you know, this is the thing, Felicia. She has storylines that's right there. AJ Lee, like I said, versus Julia. Hold on. Yo, Felicia, I got one for you. You think AJ Lee versus Jade Cargill will make sense? This woman hasn't defended the title not one bit. No, literally. She hasn't defended the title one time. Not once. Not once. Jade Cargill. I love Jade Cargill. I think Jade Cargill could be one of the best wrestlers, women wrestlers. Yeah, man. When it's all said and done, she could be a Hall of Famer. But let's be real. Jade Cargill, she needs to be getting the reps in the ring. Even if it's squash matches, dog. She needs to be getting reps in the ring. All this time off, not on the ring, right? Then when a mistake happens, people are going to blame Jade Cargill. But it's not really. Jade Cargill's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. What is she supposed to do? Force herself in a ring? So now people are going to criticize if Jade Cargill farts in the ring and it stinks too bad. People are going to criticize her work in the ring when it's really WWE, the failure to have this woman getting reps in the ring. She's one of the last people that needs to be off of TV for a while. It doesn't make sense. Now she's going to have a title match, and it's just like the microscope is on this woman. AJ Lee versus Jade Cargill doing anything is just money. Why not at least do that? Instead, we're going to stretch the storyline out with Jordan Grace, and we're going to stretch that out about 24 months, and we're going to treat it like Stretch Armstrong. Jordan Grace versus Jade Cargill. Man. It's work out there for Jade. It's work. Look at the top person on her comment. Instead of having her stuck on NXT. Jade Cargill, Jada Parker. That will be fire. It's not like she doesn't have the work sitting right in front of their face. I think this match would be fire, but man, who knows? Jade Cargill haven't been in the ring God knows how long. The last time we did see Jade Cargill in the ring, it was versus Bayley, and it looked... We need to get Jade Cargill in the ring. She needs to be defending the title. She had the title and not one defense. There is no excuse for this. This is horrible booking, and Jade Cargill will be left holding the bag because everybody will say she had the title, didn't do nothing with it, and it's just... Jade mommy. Yo, yo, that's hilarious. Because they don't want AJ Lee Missing to be beaten senseless by someone the likes of Jade Cargill. Ricochet just cut promo in Spanish. Oh, that's fine. I gotta check that out. A chant for nothing right now. That's a fact. Jade can be top of the diva if they give her a yeah. Yo, Scooter, what's up, Scooter? J. Parker. Yo, what the? Oh man, Carnage in the building. Y'all know why. MVP told y'all. Yeah, facts. And now it's just now she's gonna have to deal with the whole. Oh man, Jade this, Jade that. Man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Let's just go down her timeline. She won the title when? Saturday Night Slam event. November 7th. Bro, November 7th. November 7th. Had no type of plan, no creative direction for the woman. None. Only thing he had planned was that stupid picture that he still hasn't acknowledged. Yo, look at this, y'all. This man still hasn't acknowledged Drew McIntyre. Or has he? I don't even know, man. I don't know who's making these stupid promotional posters for WWE, but it's just like, it's showing us trash, bro. Hold on, let me see if he has even said anything about Drew McIntyre. Yo, chat. Listen to me. Yo, 808 just said Drew. Listen to me, chat. Listen to me. If you cannot tell that it's obvious heat between Triple H and Drew McIntyre, dog, he still hasn't. I'm kind of flabbergasted about this. He thinks this title match with El Grande Americano and Del Vikino is more important than even retweeting. It's not like Drew McIntyre hasn't been tweeting he won the title since he won the title. Look at this, y'all. Dog, he has so much heat with Drew, and it's so obvious. And they're not about to turn this into a storyline. This is real life heat, bro. He doesn't like Drew McIntyre. Guaranteed. Dog, where Drew McIntyre, damn, what is his, I'm trying to find his Twitter. All right, there you go. Look how many times he done posted about the title. Then you got Crackdown. You got all these posts from Crackdown posted about Drew. Not even a simple retweet. Mr. Click Copy Click Paste can't click copy click paste nothing. Look at this. He still don't even know what happened on Crackdown. We're watching this for free. He's getting paid. He had this whole the entrance of a champ, all of that. He hasn't retweeted a thing. But he retweets the fatal four-way match that nobody wants. This is his way of acknowledging it. 4 of the best wrestlers earned their spot. Who will be the first to challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship? Shout out to Drew McIntyre for winning the WWE Championship. None of that. He's worrying about who's going to take the title before even acknowledging that he even won the title. man, I don't know, bro. And they're in Toronto. Oh my God, Sammy might win, y'all. I forgot they're in Toronto. They're in Toronto, bro. Hold on. Yo, chat, am I bugging? I know they're not about to have Sami Zayn win in Toronto. Then at the Royal Rumble, have him beat Drew McIntyre in Saudi. I know they're not about to do that. Hold on. Let me see something real quick, dog. Hold on. I know I gotta be bugging. I keep forgetting this is in Toronto. Hold on, bro. We might gotta do a poll. I gotta check the chat temperature on this, cause I could be reaching, but I know they're not about to do that. Hold on. Royal Crumble is funny. Yo, let me know in the chat, is this what they're about to do, y'all? We got the poll in the chat real quick, man. Is Sami Zayn, this is in Toronto. So now, with it being in Toronto, everything changes. Randy Orton being a clear winner, it's like, that changes a lot. Because we're talking about the King of Pops. Is Sami Zayn about to win in Toronto? Then turn around, have a shot against Drew McIntyre, Saudi Arabia, and they're going to go for the pop in Saudi and strip Drew from the title? His first defense? Sami Zayn! Oh my God, dog. That would be horrible. Dog, there is no... When you look at these two men, it's just like, dog, do you understand the physique? Sami Zayn looks like a little kid standing next to Drew McIntyre, dog. Sami Zayn looks like a little kid standing next to Drew McIntyre. I know they're not about to do this. Then remember the clues they dropped. Now I'm thinking about it. If you watch Crackdown, what was they doing at a segment on Crackdown? Oh, Drew McIntyre never lost to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn never beat Drew McIntyre. Oh, when's the perfect time to do it? Is it Royal Rumble? Saudi Arabia? In Legoland? Oh my God, if this happens, I will be snapping the second Royal Rumble goes off. And y'all know how I do. Sometimes I can't even wait. The second I hear, let's go, I'm flipping. Let's just hope I can make it on live. If I hear that let's go at Royal Rumble, I'm gonna snap if he wins this match. If I hear let's go at the end of Royal Rumble, and if I don't make it on live, y'all know why. I done tore the camera up. I just completely snapped. So maybe I need to be live at the end of the match. Just in case if it happens, at least we can say, all right, I went live. It was probably only 10, 15 minutes, but I checked in, dog, but I couldn't hold my composure, dog. That better not happen. And I must just explain why. I'm a big fan of Sami Zayn. I always have been. One, he hasn't been booked as a champion in years. Two, it makes zero sense to have Sami Zayn beat Drew McIntyre. It doesn't even look realistic. It looks like this is the furthest thing from the truth that will be happening. This will only be for the simple pop for the night. For everybody in Saudi Arabia to be yelling. But everybody in the States will be like, bro, what? It wouldn't be a feel-good moment like when Sami Zayn went over Gunther at WrestleMania 40. That was different. I was there in person. They're having these forced moments that is going to piss me off and piss a lot of people off. Sami Zayn better not sniff that title. If he wins this match, it's hard for me to think he's about to lose in Toronto. Oh my God. I think they're about to try to do this, man. Scorpio, good looking for the 15. Why is WWE raiding AEW's talent when they have NXT? I get signed to Jade and Cody, but why sign Powerhouse Hobbs when they already have Obafemi or Mariah May and they have Tiffy Tom? I mean, you know, they're trying to stick it to AEW any way they can. Plus, Powerhouse Hobbs is a star. Powerhouse Hobbs is a star. It'll be a mistake to have an opportunity to get somebody like him and don't get him. Especially when you see AEW has done absolutely nothing with Powerhouse Hobbs as far as like a singles push. You know what I mean? Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs is a star, bro. Seriously, man. Jose said them Saudis paid $250 million for Sammy to win. Damn. He said Saudis cut the check for Sammy to win. Oh my God, I think they're about to do this. If he win this match, if he wins this, what do you do with Randy? You gonna throw him in a celebrity match with Asho Speed in WrestleMania? That might be the case. Damian Priest does nothing. Trick Williams, it seems like they'll have something for him. Randy Orton with Asho Speed versus Logan Paul and who else? Logan Paul and I don't know. I would say Justin Timberlake, but it's hard for me to believe they'll put Justin Timberlake in a spot like that. Logan Paul and I guess Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn. I mean versus Randy Orton and Asho Speed. It leaves Sami Zayn. Oh my God. Let me see what the chat said, man. Oh my God. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. That's horrible. Everything isn't about a cheap. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Bobby, you destroyed AJ Lee when she came back. Yo, I like AJ Lee. Yo, remember what I was saying though? Hold on, let me read that comment. Your Carnage. Remember, I was like happy because I'm like, man, AJ. I was killing her, but she was like, I like AJ Lee. She was bringing some happy energy. But yo, we got 50-50 on the votes, y'all. 51% says yes, 49% says no. You got 51%, 50% of the chat believe that Sami Zayn is going to win at the Rumble. You go from beefing with the MFTs to now winning at the Rumble. Yo, Des Morris. Because I know we used to watch Vince Russo. Vince Russo called this almost like a year ago. Vince Russo said, yo, watch, they have Sami Zayn. The second they announced Royal Rumble was in Saudi, he said, watch, they have Sami Zayn go over in Saudi. Then go either win the title at WrestleMania or go into WrestleMania as champion. He said something to that effect. Now, was it point on 100%? No, but he was hella close. They better not, dog. Sami Zayn, he just doesn't have, this is what happens when you have a talent that could have got it over, but you know why he can't get it over? The Sammy hawking up. We done did this. It been click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste with that booking. Sammy hawking up, and he hawks up again, and he hawks up again. Bro, we don't believe it. We don't have that same emotional effect. This... Man, crazy. MJF made history in the Indies. What'd he do? Yep, he said it. Yeah, Gregory, yeah. Yeah, Ed Drew was just a transitional champion. He doesn't look believable. Yeah, Mo, he don't. It's like, he doesn't, dog. Like, oh my God, man. And yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan of, I'm an everyday person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. He just doesn't look believable. I'm sorry, bro. Look. The honorary Uso, that was Sami Zayn best joint. This was Sami Zayn at his best when he was honorary Uso. He got this over. But this whole you're a WWE undisputed champion? What? In what world Sami Zayn is a WWE undisputed champion? In what world? He has the talent, though. It's crazy because it sounds like I'm talking on both sides. Because I love Sami Zayn. I love the NXT Sami Zayn. He has the talent. But the past 12 months, look at him. Is this our new champion, y'all? Holding Cody Rhodes' thigh as he cries. Holding Cody Rhodes' thigh as somebody else wins the championship. Oh my God, man. And this is Triple H guy. Triple H loves Sami Zayn. Cause you know why? People are not gonna say, oh, this is Vince McMahon. This is Triple H put Sami Zayn over. That's Triple H, baby. Oh my God, man. We're in for a rude awakening. Like, I'm sorry, anybody. These type of hats is cool. These old school hats is cool, but come on, bro. Man, this is scary, y'all. Sammy wasn't even a good IC champ at all. At all. At all. Yeah, man. Yo, the only direction you could go with this. Let me see. Kevin Owen. This is the only direction I feel like you could go with this. You have Kevin Owens ruin Sami Zayn, and I wouldn't mind doing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, because every time they go in the ring, every time some stories you could tell 100 times. This one of them. I don't know if y'all remember NXT Black and Gold, where look at the history of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. You know Chris Collins. I know y'all like this, the Indies, and you know what I mean, their whole history. NXT Black and Gold. Remember this match they did recently, the unsanctioned match at Elimination Chamber last year. That was a fire match. I mean, I don't know Kevin Owens' history. I mean, his health right now, but they could tell this story 1,000 times and it's just gonna work. And I feel like they haven't told it 1,000 times repeatedly. They revisit Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn again. Kevin Owens screws Sami Zayn out of winning the title because he probably felt like he should have got it. I would like that. Sami Zayn winning a United Undisputed Champion over somebody like Drew McIntyre. Rough and Bluffs. Good looking for the 5. Yo, moderator, check. Make sure you look at Running Bluffs. Make sure you look at Running Bluffs to make sure if he forgot to put something in the chat. Because I see you got the $5, but I don't see nothing in the chat. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This ain't it, y'all. This will be the Triple H Michaels Benoit match all over. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit. Which one you talking about, Dez? What would be that match? All right, I checked my DM. Brian Breaker got fumbled though. Yeah, Kevin Owens not coming back for a while. Damn. Yeah, I heard about that. So yeah, they're not even gonna go in this direction. I did hear about his neck. Yo, speaking of injuries in somebody's neck, man. Like, I don't know if y'all see Stevie Richards break down like the other guy, I think Elton, broken neck, but y'all should check that out if y'all didn't. How many times are they gonna embarrass Brian Breaker? Yeah, Brian Breaker, he might win the Royal Rumble this time. It might be Brian Breaker time to win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, man, like, because if Sami Zayn is gonna be in the match, that means he's not gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Which leaves Brian Breaker being in the Royal. But think about this. Remember this. We might get Brian Breaker and Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins might still be hurt, man. Brian Breaker, man. We should definitely have a title on him. If we don't, we should definitely have him win the Royal. He should be winning the title within the next 60 to 90 days. Brian Breaker a star, bro. Him losing to CM Punk made absolutely no sense. I don't like he even got suspended for acting a fool. Who you talking about, Raven? I just got Mercedes Monet's shirt from Hot Topic. It's $12, and yes, I'm a guy. Yeah, that's what's up. I would have copped this Mercedes Monet shirt. They need to stop passing the title around like hotcakes. Yeah, I mean, they don't really do that. You know, I could name the past for you had Roman, then you had Cody, then you had who won after that? You had Roman, then you had Cody, then you had Cena, then you had Cody. So I don't think they really pass the title around like hotcakes, but I think that's why they're about to this year though, because you got Drew. Now you're gonna have, yeah, man, whoever else. I can't believe it, Sammy, man. Oh, he said Ring of Honor got a TV deal, 2 new signings tonight. Apparently, 2 of the top indie talents. Let me see real quick, y'all. Yeah, cause I'm gonna get up out of here in a few minutes, but let me check that out, man. But yeah, I hope, man. Did Brown Burger fake? Yo, it's kind of like, yo, real quick, y'all, look at this picture. Logan Paul smiling looks more intimidated than Austin Timberfake trying his best interpretation, his best attempt to look serious, dog. God, this faction just needs to break up like yesterday, dog. Like, this faction has zero heat, man. What TV deal Ring of Honor got? They probably gonna be on Twitch. Oh, I don't know if that was a joke. Yo, Nike fan is wild, bro. You heard that, Chris Collins? Yo, bro said they gonna be on Twitch. Nah, that's hilarious, dog. Yo, that's hilarious. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. Alright, did you tag me? Oh yeah, alright, hold on. MJF announced another person Jordan all elite. Oh, all right, so I'm guessing this is 2 of the best indie talent. I don't be knowing these indie dudes like that. But MJF saying they fire. Tony Khan making moves. I mean, I always tell people AEW is gonna be a hard joint, bro. AEW is gonna be hard for any talent to go there because it's hard. The card is so stacked. Yeah, man. Like the card is extremely stacked, bro. CM junk full of junk. If Cody comes out at number 30, we toast, boys. I could have swore it said Cody said he was number 1, but I guess he's the what's the name? He's just the first entrant. Hold on, let me see this real quick, man. Let me hear what MJF talking about. Hold on, let me see this, man. MJF been sounding a lot babyface.
Are you ready to be a part of AEW or fucking what?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Alec Price, Jordan Oliver.
Folks, special things can happen up here at Limitless Wrestling, and they oftentimes do. And I can't think of two guys that are more deserving of such an opportunity like that than both.
I gotta check these dudes out, yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta check these dudes out. Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check them out, man. I saw 2 months before all that. Meanwhile, AEW hasn't even put tickets on sale. That's interesting, man. Who? Yeah, that's why I'm gonna look them up. I'm gonna look them up because sometimes these I like looking at these indie talents at times, man. Yo, what's the name? Said who? Jordan Oliver was in Ring of Honor for real. Yeah, suspension. He'll see you at the Rumble. Oh yeah. Yeah, facts. Oh damn, this was Bronson Reed in 20. Damn. That's crazy. This was Bronson Reed 10 years ago. Oh, nah. No, it's not. All right, my bad. No, it's not. Yo, it be too many trolling going on Twitter, bro. Dog, people be trolling too much on Twitter, dog. Yo, hold on. Let me tell y'all. I was about to snap until I found out it was a troll. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Nah, I think I ain't even save it. Hold on. Let me have it on my phone. Damn, I can't even find it, dog. It was a post saying Powerhouse Hobbs. They did a trademark for the name Powerhouse Hobbs, and the trademark name was Big Willie Style. Oh my God, dog! I was about to snap, but I'm happy I said, "Oh, this was a joy. This was a parody account posted it." Damn, I wish I could find it, dog. It was hilarious. Big Willie Style. Oh my God, that would have been the worst name ever, man. But if Seth wins, Jay winning back-to-back Rumbles. Oh my God. Don Callis family lumberjack match. So yes. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Hold on. Ricochet's in Mexico with a full sellout arena. This is the best ball guy. Hold on.
Of Lucha Libre.
I wonder what show this was. It's not the same styles. You should get a WWE replica belt if you could watch it. Would you get it? Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Nike. There's no way on this earth I will pay like I would get a WWE. I can't spend $1 with WWE, to be honest, just because the product is that bad, and I'm just not a fan of like them hiking all the prices up. Thinking I ain't got it like that, dog. Seriously, bro. This is This is all they do. AJ Styles retirement tour. But look at the replica belts. They mean nothing. Not only they mean nothing, dog. Like $650. $600 for a replica belt. Okay, like, they just devalue. They just make anything a belt. Like, what is this? What is this? $600 for what? Like, what is? And I mean, I guess if somebody says it looks cool, great. But what does this mean? What does this mean? They're just making any designs with these belts. Like, nah, bro. It's no way I could. Just for me personally, dog. They just when you back in the day, like, look at this. What is this? And they want $850. What is this? Where is the value of $850? Where am I getting my money at? I can't resell this. Once I buy this, the market isn't $850 for this. I could never get a replica belt, dog. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, man. If the product was better, I didn't care, bro. Even if it was, dog. Triple H belt. I would look like a fool if I sat there and hung something like this up. They just make anything. Then, dog, look at this design. They have a denim. Look at this. They ripped off Triple H's jeans, Levi jeans, and they put it behind this belt. $750. This is corny. See, I'm a type of dude that I don't need to wear Gucci or Louis or what. I don't need the top of the top, but I also don't want something that's just like overpriced, bad quality trash. I'm a good middle guy. I'll take some Polo, give me some Nike. You know what I mean? I take some. I also like Essentials is kind of cool. Even brands, even other brands, like if you got a clothing line business or whatever, I would try out your brand and stuff like that. I'll buy that 100 times over before just getting something just with a name on it, dog. It's just like, and me being in the clothes, knowing how to do merch and be trying to come up with merch ideas and stuff like that, I understand this takes no thinking. There is no thought process in a lot of this stuff, dog. It's just trash. Trash. But whatever, man. I'm just done, dog. Belts are pure trash. Yeah, yo, Bobby, triple. Yeah, what part will you say he's talking to me on? Flea market edition. Nah, that's a fact. Neighborhood swap type. Yeah. That's all this is. Neighborhoods. Yo, I know diehard fans of some of these teams that would never. Like, why would you get a Bash at Berlin belt? What about Bash at Berlin? And it's $1,000. What about Bash at Berlin that happened in 2024 that deserved a whole title belt that's for a stack? Just like, come on, bro. Now this belt looks me looking at this looks cool, but as soon as I see a stack, whoa, $1,000 for this? Nah, bro. But yeah, man, it's just, I could keep going on and on and on with this, bro. There's no way that I'm like, yeah, man, nah, bro. R-Truth bought one by mistake. Nah, that's crazy. Backyard belts. Always check SD people for any title. 1,000 is the only with it. Next to Stephanie Valkyrie. Too many belts. Yeah, it's just it just devalues what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's just like, nah, bro. Nah, man. But yeah, that's the biggest thing with WWE and the merchandise and all of that. It's just overpriced stuff, man. Now some of the CM Punk stuff, or I see some Bret Hart stuff that look cool or whatever, but If I were to buy anything, it would be something nostalgia. You know what I mean? It would be like an Ultimate Warrior or, you know what I mean, a classic Macho Man joint. You know what I mean? It'll be something like that, man. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Nah, you ain't missed nothing. Oh, yeah, Amazon kind of better. Who buy these belts, man? I have no idea, dog. I know people sometimes collect them or whatever, but for me, nah, man, I'm good on that, dog. The last thing I bought was an Austin 316 shirt and a Bret Hart shirt for WrestleMania, man. But yeah, man, unfortunately it was another crackdown that was bad, man. Hold on, let me see what this is. Oh yeah, I covered this before. Chris Collins. Well, Paul Levesque said yeah, man, the critic stuff. Yeah, I covered that before. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna see what's up with this video, man. Like, dog, Crackdown had absolutely nothing happening. Okay, hold on. We got some news real quick, y'all. We're seeing that. Hold on. Dynamite for the AEW sickles. It seems Dynamite pulled off another 500,000 viewers. Solid number. You know what I mean? Solid number. I can't wait to see the TNA number. It seems like Dynamite is creeping up closer. It's closing the gap on NXT. It's closing the gap on NXT. It's half of what a Crackdown is doing. If you ask me, that 500 is not really moving. It moved on. I feel like it moved on Christmas or maybe New Year's. One of them shows it was like 400,000, but I think this is second week they might have been at 500,000. And that was a light show if you ask me. Maximum Carnage, it was cool, but outside of the first match and the last match, it was like, you know what I mean? It was cool. So to keep that 500,000 mark and stay solid, yeah, man. That's good news, man. I can't stand Styles no more. Who? AJ Styles? 500 is low key trash. I mean, I think it's a solid number for AEW. I look at 500 for like the bottom of AEW. I get worried if it starts getting below 5. 5 looks solid because NXT is at 6. And I feel like AEW should be over NXT, but that WWE brand is just so strong, bro. Like, it's crazy. Maximum Overdrive. We need story for Carmelo. He's most likely retiring at Mania, not gonna lie. Yeah. New Year's show was 398. See, yeah. I thought it was 400 something. But yeah, and that was New Year's Eve. Like, it wasn't too many people watching. Yeah, man. You know, I tapped in on New Year's Eve. But yeah, it wasn't too many people watching. 500,000 is pretty solid for AEW, man. Let me see what else going on, man. Yeah, I think I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna cover what's going on. There's nothing to talk about with Crackdown, unfortunately, dog. It's just everything is just so bad, man. My God, dog. I was in Yeah. We definitely was in the building. You need to watch NXT, Bobby. Yeah, I've been watching more and more and more. You know, well, not even more and more. I've been watching here and there. Sometimes NXT comes off as trash too. So it's like, it's cool sometimes. What? Granted, he didn't look really good yet. Damn, dude. What's the name, Ho? Before we get up out of here, dog. I guess this was an old comment from Dave Meltzer. He said Trick Williams isn't that good. That's the reality. He's got incredible charisma, but you put him in a main event match. Granted, he did look really good against Ilya, but Ilya is one of those guys that give you false perception of the ability of the other person. It's like wrestling Ric Flair or a tag team wrestling the Young Bucks. You always look better. I doubt that, man. I doubt that. I think he just had a solid match with whoever who was he fighting? Matt Cardona. I think he had a solid match with Matt Cardona. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to get the job done. You don't need to do 100,000 flips to tell the story. But this seems like this was an old tweet or an old take that Dave Meltzer had on Trick Williams. Triple H booking the Royal. Yo, shout out to Running Bluffs. He said Triple H booking the Royal Fumble. That's fire, yo. It was my favorite faction. Nike fan, you have had Rampage Cable in that YouTube show that AEW had for his wrestlers. I think it was called Dark Get Canned. Your show is at 500K. WWE has never hit that in views. Stop it. Damn, so it seems like Deck and Nike fan going going at it about AEW and the views, man. Man, it's hard for AEW, man. I just wish we had transparency on the HBO joints, but I think 500K for AEW seems to be pretty solid, man. The Nike fan going at it. Oh wait, that can't be Meltzer. Not enough us and Oh my God, yo, you hilarious, dog. Oh my God, yo. Bobby, Sami Zayn winning the belt. Russo predicted it. Yeah, Iceman, I see that, man. It's like, dog, Sami Zayn winning that belt. Sammy losing to Drew McIntyre is it's just like, at that point I would rather have Drew not even win the title. Like, why even go through this? Sami Zayn beat you? It's like, come on, man, seriously. Oh yeah, AEW. I've been hearing this one too. I've been hearing this one too, y'all. Gabe Kidd could be going to WWE. Powerhouse Hobbs going to WWE. I think at least the roll of dice is good. I think that was a good move for Powerhouse Hobbs. Even if he gets buried, he gets buried. But I think he has a good shot at least, you know what I mean? Just his look alone, I think he could go over at WWE if he gets lucky with booking. Gabe Kidd goes to WWE. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna get buried. Gabe Kidd, you need to be feuding with Darby Allin. You need to be in blood sport matches. Gabe Kidd is a different beast, dog. He's not going to be able to do any of the things that got him over in AEW or in the Indies. And to be fair, I haven't seen too much of Gabe Kidd. So I got to see what his work is like, what his promos like. But do y'all think Gabe Kidd could work in WWE? AEW get hit over 1 million and did it to pass. These so-called wrestler fans will still hate on it. Yeah, what was AEW? Hold on, let me see. Damn, where my phone at, dog? Hold on, cause I see y'all talking about it in the chat, man. Let me try to see something real quick. Hold on, damn. Hold on, let me see. Yo, what was AEW highest viewership since they started to get aired on TV? Now we gotta take this with a grain of salt. You know, sometimes chat be wrong, but I'm interested since y'all talking about it. What was AEW highest viewership? Wow. So whoever said that was right. DX, the poet, he was right. They hit 1.4 million viewers, DX the poet. But we're going to call a spade a spade. It says it was October 2nd, 2019. Which seems to be one of their... ouch. That was actually their very first show. What was the numbers the second week? So they hit 1.4, but that was the very first show. So, Too Deep has said you like SmackDown. Okay, so they hit about a million. So when did they drop below a million? Let me see this real quick, bro. They dropped below a million in week 4. Have they been over a million since they dropped below a million? So they saying they dropped below a million before, like week 4, October 23rd. Yes, they've been over a million plenty of times after the first drop. First time they went back over a million after dropping under was October 16th, 2019. Biggest over a million run after the early drop was 2021, September 2021. September 2021. That seems like that was a good joint. October 6th, 2021, a 2-year anniversary. All right, so when the last time they was over a million? This is actually an interesting conversation. Let him stay on WW. Never. He said never. Nike fan go to war. Oh, what? This is why I hate chat, dog. Chat just said there was over a million. I can't even make this. This is why I hate chat, dog. I gotta start using Gemini. Look what it says. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says the last time AEW Dynamite did over 1 million viewers live on cable was January 1st, 2026. I don't even need to look that up. Yo, this is a lie. Do deep research and please be accurate. There wasn't over a million on that New Year's Eve joint. God, this is why I say you gotta take it with a grain of salt, man. And this is why when you're doing research, if you're using AI, if you're using some of this AI software or apps or whatever, when you got to do certain type of research, Gemini is good, is a lot better with just like anything you could Google, because they got the Google, that is Google, you know what I mean? What Gemini is. You're right to call that out. January 1st, 2026 was wrong. I mixed that up with January 2022. How you miss 2022 and 2026? All right, let me see. All right, so that was January 5th, 2022. 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Y'all might not like it, but Nike fan, y'all, everybody got a point, man. But we love AEW, but if Nike fan is making a point that, man, y'all haven't hit a million in 4 years, yeah, man, it's the truth. Now, I don't think that speaks on the product, and also, see, AEW fans say this a lot, and I guess it is true, but it just comes with a gray area, because you're gonna have a lot of people say, oh, well, you got to count max, and it's hard to count max when they're not being transparent, not even a little bit, with the max numbers. So it's just like, you know what I mean? All we could do is go off with the numbers we do have, and with the numbers we do have, you know what I mean? That's why I think 500,000 is a solid number. It's a number to completely build off of. It's showing high engagement. And another thing Nike fan you should look at is the conversion rate with the pay-per-views. They sold 1.4 million pay-per-views. That's around $60 million, $50 a pop throughout 2025, which is an incredible conversion rate. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like if you got a YouTube channel, right? And let's just use basic numbers. If a YouTube channel has 10,000 subscribers, but they're dropping videos and they're getting 20, 30,000 views per video, you know what I mean? The subscriber rate is 10,000, but their conversion rate, especially if they could get these viewers to get off the platform and maybe do other things, that shows a lot about the core audience that you have. And sometimes it just takes a while to build that up. Not everybody's going to have a cult like Joy. And I'll just flip it right into WWE. WWE has 101 million subscribers, and they could go live. They could go live right now, and to say if they put a random match, like say Asuka versus Bayley in NXT, right? With 100 million subscribers, we got 281 people in here. They will probably have 80 people on live with 111 million, you know what I mean, type of subscribers. The subscriber count, and not only subscribers, and the viewer count could tell a different story. Just to do a little bit on that. Crackdown had 990,000 last week. How many of these people are actually enjoying the show or just watching out of just, you know what I mean, habit of watching Crackdown, what used to be called Smackdown, for so long? So, you know what I mean? You got a lot of them people that's hard to convert, as far as like, all right, you could get me to watch Crackdown. You can't get me to buy a ticket or spend $1 on the merch. So it can get weird when you break down the numbers, but AEW has a core following, an engaging following, and I think Tony Khan needs to also worry about getting more casuals into it so that they could convert casuals in the core fans. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me see what some of the chat says. Send MJF to WWE. Send Sky Booty to WWE also. Sky Booty. Oh, you mean Sky Blue? Yo, you crazy. This is why I use Gemini and Copilot. I gotta see Copilot. I've been hearing about Copilot. But yeah, Gemini fire. AEW is good as long as they beat TNA. Fact. But yo, Gregory, I feel like they gotta beat NXT too. I feel like that. I would like to see AEW beat NXT consistently. You know what I mean? AEW has a chance to be beating Crackdown. I feel like AEW could have 1 million solid people a weekly, but it's just, I don't know. It becomes a little difficult for me there because I don't know. It's hard, dog. It's difficult. It's difficult because for me, I enjoy AEW storylines for the most part, but I feel like in order to get that 1 million, everything has to be fire. I gotta watch them old AEW Dynamites when they was hitting 1 million. I gotta see what storylines they was. In 2021-22 was AEW way better than now? Because Tony Khan keeps saying 2025 was one of the best years. I wasn't watching 2022. So, Sir Smoke a Lot, Gregory, Chris, let me know. Was AEW way better back in 2021, 2022? Or is 2025 AEW? Do you agree with Tony Khan with that? Was that his best year? AEW before going to HBO Max was averaging 800K in 2024. Now that's good, but then Chris Collins. Now, if you telling me that, now I'm like, all right. So why AEW lost 300,000? Them 300,000 didn't go to Max. We just gonna be real, bro. I love what AEW doing right now, but we both know 300,000 people didn't go to Max. Like I think they might be doing 100. I don't know. It's hard. It's so I don't even want to talk. It's hard to talk about Max when we have no transparency with the numbers. AEW was back then, but not way. Okay, it was better back then, but not way. No, it wasn't. Yes, I was watching then, and I thought they were consistent. Nike fans, this AEW started dying when Cody and CM Punk left. Damn. Look at the attendance versus now. The company has been falling year over year. Punk said it on the Hawani show. Stop it. Yeah, now, the numbers do back up. That the creative been consistent, but the numbers have been taking a dip year after year. That's why I like to see them at the 500 because I think that's a consistent joy. 300K HBO went to Max bet. Yeah, I will bet that. I will bet. I will, but it's like kind of like an ass bet because it's hard. But yeah, I'll put it. I would have put $20 on that. And you know, I mess with AEW, bro. But we got to talk 300K on Max. Them numbers not So you mean so Chris, if say if AEW got off of Max, right? You mean to tell me them 300K will be converting right back the weekly to be weekly on TBS again? It's just hard for me to see that, man. Punk vs. Jack, MJF, AEW, best wrestler Hill. Yeah, facts. Seth Smoker, I felt like this is the best it's been, honestly. Ooh, okay. I know Sir Smoke a lot gonna keep it a big, man. Really, Bob. Yo, what you mean? Yo, Gregory, you think 300K? Gregory, what do you think? What was better back then or now? Seems possible. Well, WWE is worse now, which automatically makes AEW prepare better. Oh my God, this is crazy, I think that their pay-per-views are better than the regular shows they put on. Oh yeah, everybody, and I think no matter what side of the fence you fall on, everyone's gonna agree with WWE putting together. AEW. Oh no, AEW putting together a better show. Their best product is the pay-per-view. Yeah, that's a fact. That's their bread and butter for sure. And Kyle Fletcher's still a ball. Nah, you bugging, dog. Kyle the future. Puck also said he wouldn't work for the doofus son-in-law, but look where he is. Yeah. So many fans were waiting for the Max deal. Hear me out. That was the roadmap since 2021. Yeah. Bro, according to so-called WWE fans, AEW has been dying since week 2 of the show. Yeah. AEW too strong to die out. I don't think it's ever gonna die out. Takeshita couldn't even beat him. They crushed WWE PLE. That's a fact. How the F is Kyle Jobber when he beat Okada? Yeah, Kyle not a jobber, you know what I mean? Yeah, I honestly think Nike fair. Yeah, man. Like a lot of the other people here, man. They might have seen a little bit of AEW, but I know if Nike fan, if you really watch Kyle, even this year, you don't even have to go back. If you watch AEW and you tune into what Kyle's doing, yeah, man, I think you'll be a fan within the next few months. Now the only thing is he's not even on Dynamite like that. He's been on Collision. I kind of disagree. I don't like Kyle on Collision like that, bro. WWE did $4 million the same week. Damn. WWE used to be killing them with the number. They did $4 million the same week. Tony Khan is better off giving me and Bobby Masu all the money that he's pumping at AEW. We would use the money way better. I can't lie. Crackdown was much better than Raw, TNA, NXT, and even was weak this week. The problem is 3 hours is too long. Yo, that's a fact. Trento, that's a fact, bro. It's 3 hours is so long. By the time it's over, you just think it's just like, oh, this is trash. Yeah, man. I don't even want to hear nothing else. I don't want to do nothing else. Think about it. It's about to be 1:30. It's 1:30 a.m. Crackdown ended at 11, dog. Like, my God, man. Oh, RX. Yo, what part of Texas you in, RX? I was just in Texas for All In. I want to go back to Texas too, cause I went for the content. I ain't really get a chance to really, get nothing to eat. Enjoy the Texas culture. I wanted to go to Houston to see what the Houston vibe was like, man. I love them Houston women, man. Sarah in the building. The AEW pay-per-view buys are consistent, if not rising. So Nike fan, I would tell you what, if those pay-per-view buys fall off a cliff, then we could talk about AEW dying. Sarah might have. That was a crazy comment, Nike fan. See, now that's one thing that's hard to. Sarah brought up a point that is probably AEW best thing, and that's extremely hard to it's extremely hard to combat. This is last year. 1.2 million? I thought it was 1.4, but 1.2, 1.4, whatever. This is paying $50 a month. Some of them are paying $40 because of Max, but the majority of this is paying $50 every time AEW decides. Do you know what I mean? This is incredible numbers. Incredible. That shows this shows a high conversion rate, a highly engaged core audience. All In almost did 200. Then if you look at it, All Out, Wrestle Dream, Full Gear, World's End, man, these are incredible numbers. Even Dynasty, hold on, Dynasty. I was at Dynasty. That was in Philly. I went to Dynasty. Okay, yeah, I went to Dynasty. Great point, but your weekly ratings continue to fall. Again, how do you build to your show for a pay-per-view? WWE owns every streaming network. Y'all will be on Twitch. Reno TV did. Yeah, I mean, if they're converting a Nike fan, then I think man, they're doing a cool job. But there's always room to grow. There's always room for improvement. And Tony Khan knows that. As much as he likes to say everything is great, Tony Khan knows, man. Chris Collins says Hogan, Swerve, MJF, Ospreay, Bandito, Bucks, FTR, Stewart. This was not AEW 2021. How was AEW better back then? Damn. You got a point, dog. It's a bunch of baggers, man. WWE sucks. All the ratings are falling, but NFL and NBA goofy. Oh my God. Everything is about streaming now. TV numbers don't matter anymore. I think they matter if you're on TV. Because saying TV numbers don't matter is like kind of saying pay-per-view buys don't matter. I think if you're on TV, the numbers matter. You know what I mean? But even if you go streaming, what's the streaming numbers for Crackdown? How would we even know that? There's always room for improvement. Facts, dog. And WWE won't care about you, and you don't know who you are. Bobby, you still streaming? Yeah, they got me up late tonight. Thanks for Paul Levesque. I'm supposed to have been out of here a half hour ago, but this is kind of an interesting conversation going on in the chat, man. I love talking about the numbers and the business besides aside things, because this makes sense. And whoever said the numbers don't matter for TV, I'm gonna tell you why. The number one reason why, because of ads, commercials. The more people you get, if WWE, if they got 900,000, all they care about is ads. They got 900,000 last week. All right, that's 900,000 people could potentially see an ad. But if you had the regular 2 million, that's a hell of a lot difference. Now, when you go to re-up a deal, you re-up a TV deal, or you renegotiate a contract, now the conversations is a lot different when you could pull in 1 million or 2 million than if your numbers are fluctuating and if you're below 1 million. Fox dropped WWE Smackdown because of low numbers. The numbers definitely matter. Yeah, they matter, dog. Keep it going, Poppy, not facts. Fox dropped WWE Smackdown because AEW just put on over 100 companies for HBO Max. 100 countries. So we're gonna see. The numbers should go up more, but once again, I feel like if the numbers was crazy on Max, I feel like Tony Khan would be saying that. Yeah, man. I keep hearing there's so much commercials on Raw. Oh my God, Nick. Raw is nothing but one big commercial. That's one of the problems. We get a main event match, we're getting 2 to 3 commercials in the main event match. It kills the product when you're doing that. Triple H would book Hobbs way better in 1 year than Tony Khan booked Hobbs in 5. Damn. We gonna see. That's yet to be seen, Nike fan. That's yet to be seen. It won't be hard for Triple H to book Hobbs better, just because think about it. Tony Khan has failed Powerhouse Hobbs as a singles competitor. Y'all know I'm messing with AEW, but we going to keep a spade a spade. And oh yeah, I forgot. I said it in my video when y'all told me, yo, bro, he won the TNT title. Y'all just didn't tell me he only had it for 31 days or however many days. Now people telling me it's because of injury. Okay, but the fact of the matter is Powerhouse Hobbs never got a single solitary singles push. And you know what I mean? And I like what he was doing with the ops, but you can't get mad at him thinking that him going to the Fed, he might have a better opportunity. And the Fed want to stick it to Tony Khan. So what does Triple H and Nick Khan want to do? Make sure Powerhouse Hobbs get pushed. Because what happens when that happens? That means the picture with Jade Cargill, CM Punk. That means this narrative gets pushed way more. Hold on. Cody Rhodes. Think about it, y'all. Tony Khan, Nick Khan, and all of these people, they want to push this narrative bad. Let me see if I could. Oh damn! Hold on, bro. They want to push this narrative bad. Because you know what happens when they push this narrative? Now you got people like, when other contracts start coming up, he gonna throw everything he can when MJF contract comes up. He gonna throw everything he possibly can. I know y'all don't want to hear it, so close your ears. Will Ospreay. I don't see it happening, but you never know. You throw Powerhouse Hobbs into this? Remember, they don't even got Stephanie Valkyrie there. Now, what if they actually grow some brain cells and put Penta and Ray Phoenix as a tag team and really dominate the division like how they should be doing? It's gonna look a certain way. It's almost gonna look like you go to AEW, let Tony Khan build you up so your contract can expire, and now you can show up the next week on Raw. This is a testament that how good Tony Khan is as he could see the talent there, but then with their session of Punk and Cody, but Saints and Cargill for sure. But then you turn around, go to the Fed. Then the Fed takes all the credit. This is why I hate WWE, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. They're gonna take all the credit. Oh, it was just us. Come on, man. He ain't going nowhere. Rex, you right. Hold on, let me see what Rex said. Vince made stars. Triple H still stars, Bobby. I gotta agree with that. And I agree. RX, they're gonna take the credit. That's all they're gonna do. Oh, look at the stars of WWE. Crazy, bro. Ricky is a professional. He shouldn't be at NXT. Facts. Ricky shouldn't be at NXT. Who else is at NXT? Should be? Oh yeah, Mariah. Think about it. Blake Monroe. They still have a handful of AEW stars that they really ain't put the rocket on yet. Blake Monroe, Ray Phoenix, Penta, Stephanie Valkyrie. Stephanie Valkyrie got the title. They're trying to put the rocket on her, but the rocket is, it seems like it's malfunctioning. Yeah, Jade Cargill's still champion. Why? None of us knows. Paul don't make stars. Vince did. That's a fact. This is for all the sickos. Jericho size the WWE What does that say to your company? Y'all losing big stars after star after star because these wrestlers know WWE can't get the mainstream more. Yeah, nobody disagree with that, dog. WWE is the mainstream, you know what I mean? But if you want to be booked a certain way, it depends. It depends. It depends if Tony Khan booking you good. All four. See, I gotta look up Ricky Saints in AEW. I'm still crashing out about Mariah May being on NXT. Yeah, Chris Collins. That's a. It's almost like whoa. One of your best talents, man. But I'm gonna go probably head to this video, bro. That was a good chat about the AEW stuff, man. Like, yeah, man. It's always a conversation, man. AEW, WWE, the ratings, the ticket sales, even WWE is you know what I mean, so much more on a global scale. Tony Khan says they're closing the gap. Some people like that comment, some people hate it, but little by little, I think, yeah, I mean, I could see it. I could see them closing the gap little by little. The only thing is this. This is still the Fed. And I think we call WWE the Fed because it's like the federal government. How can you close the gap on the federal government? It's almost nothing bigger than the federal. It's just they done monopolize. They done monopolize the whole professional wrestling landscape for the most part. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be imperative that people like MJF hold it down. Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, their homegrown talent, Tony Storm. It's imperative they hold it down. They wave the AEW flag. They keep building. You know what I mean? It's imperative, dog. I don't like that broad. Who? AEW is losing a gap with 500 viewership weekly. Wrestling isn't even casual. Wrestling is on wrestling fans watching wrestling. No one knows any wrestler but Cena. Damn. And that's a fact, y'all. Real wrestling fans don't know. I mean, not real. Casual people don't know any of these people like that. Down to even Cody Rhodes. They might know Punk. Jade Cargill, no. Ricky Saints, no. Not a lot of people in the AEW know. A lot of people in the WWE know. People know who Cena is. People may be familiar with Roman Reigns. But still, the grow a superstar takes a very, very long time, man. True, wrestling is a niche entertainment. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. But yeah, I'm gonna bust it up with y'all, man. We gotta get a daytime stream going sometime. So yeah, man, it's not so late, and I gotta go do this video or whatever. But yo, maybe I might stream this weekend. I might do a stream this weekend. Just try to test out the daytime joint so it's not so late. You know what I mean? I'll keep y'all updated with that because I got some things coming to the stream. So, you know what I mean, that I want to implement, man, so we can get a little bit deeper in these type of conversations, man. I gotta hear from some of the people directly, man. So I got some things that I'm gonna be adding. But yo, thank you for everybody tapping in, engaging, like, commenting, and subscribing. You know, it's Friday night. Hopefully everybody's already in, but if not, you know what I mean, hopefully you make it home safe. We got Crackdown and a bunch of other news I got to drop for tomorrow. So, yeah, man, I should be having a video this afternoon. If Crackdown wasn't so late, that we had to stream so late, I'll have it up by, like, you know what I mean, the normal 9 or 10. But it should still be sometime in the afternoon. But, man, y'all be safe out there. I'm going to try to do an extra stream this weekend at some time. So, I'm going to keep y'all updated on that. And if I do, I'll make sure that I'll put it as up and coming. So, you know what I mean? We can let the notifications go in and we can, you know what I mean, keep some of these conversations going. But, man, y'all take it easy out there, man. Good looking for the support. It's Bobby Masu, 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow! Everybody, man, stay solid. Have a safe weekend, man. And, yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro.